at Menchia, and it was a spectacle to behold. My government will not tolerate intimidation and attacks on journalists. Who is saying this? His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Let's hear him.
Conclusion led so directed the minister responsible for government communications and the minister responsible for national security to create a permanent forum for constructive engagement between the security services and the media to foster mutual respect and prevent such future incidents. Let me be unequivocal. Under my leadership, this government will neither sanction nor tolerate any form of intimidation, interference, or attacks on journalists. But my colleagues of the GJA, freedom must be balanced with responsibility. The credibility of journalism depends on our integrity, accuracy, and fairness. Too often, the race to break the story first results in unverified publications and damage to reputations of persons. We need to strengthen both internal and cross-media systems for verifying stories and making corrections.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and the president also pledged that no journalists will have to flee into exile for fear of their lives.
Conclusion let us remember the words of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and I quote, he says, "The press must be the vigilant watchdogs of the people and not the lapdogs of the powerful. You must be the vigilant watchdogs of the people and not the lapdog of the powerful." My administration would uphold that vigilance. We will safeguard press freedom, we will protect journalists, and ensure that truth remains the foundation of our governance. Under my government, no journalists will have to flee into exile for fear of their lives. Together, governments, media, and citizens, we can build a Ghana that is ethical in governance, honest in speech, peaceful in spirit, and united in purpose. May the pen always remain mightier than fear. May truth continue to light our path, and may God continue to bless our homeland, Ghana. I thank you.
Excellency John Dramani Mahama at the 29 GJ Awards at Menchia Palace. The Asantehene Otumfuo Sejutu was honored, and in his speech, he spoke about galamsey being a very dangerous act that we all need to deal with. Asantemewura Kasai, Yentino.
Everybody's heart. Galamsey, for example, is an issue that is so dear to everybody's heart. We have to be very careful because it's destroying this country. Sure. It's becoming more of like a mafia situation where if you are not very careful, it's going to engulf all of us. Sure. And therefore, we have to take this issue very, very seriously. We joke about it, or we think it's not serious, but it is. And I was asking how many people would vote for a party or a government why we don't want to take a firm decision on these people. Sure. I've asked myself. Because it's politics is because of votes, nothing else. I can't see why we cannot take up this matter seriously, unless we are all complicit. Other than that, it's also a serious matter. So I was listening to the president, and I feel that more must be done to stop this. Sure. Maybe it's not happening where you are, but Amansay and others in my domain, it's happening there. And I've challenged the chiefs that if you're there and then your land is being messed up like this with galamsey, and they tell me we don't have the arms, we cannot fight them because they are so fully armed that we cannot even go anywhere near. Sure. And it's not about employment because we can get alternative employment for them. It's about a decisive decision, leadership to be able to take this matter. However, my forefathers mined gold years ago, 400 years ago. All my gold that were bequeathed to us are still there. They were not galamsey mining.
Okay. Nyame ya aduma ya wada. Homra shebe jo fie no. Asida na de mo hwe the TV so there. The overall Godwin Asidiba, Media General, was adjudged the best journalist. Congratulations. Nice, handsome young man at the 29 GJ Awards. Why are they? Okay. Finance Minister Dr. Ato Keso Force.
On Thursday, 13th November, the Minister responsible for Finance, on the authority of the President of the Republic, will present to this Honorable House the budget statement and economic policy of the Government of Ghana for the year ending 31st December 2026 in accordance with Article 179 of the Constitution. The Business Committee therefore urges the Honorable Members to take note and be present in the House on the said date. Submission of budget estimates. The Speaker, the Business Committee urges the Ministry of Finance, other ministries and independent constitutional bodies to submit estimates to the House on time for consideration and approval. Post-budget workshop. Mr. Speaker, in view of the presentation of budget statement and economic policy of government, a post-budget workshop will be scheduled for the participation of all members of Parliament. The venue and time will be communicated in due course.
Okay, enunti enunso so abetoja se ya wade bay ato forcing ato ebe komra shebejo fie na wode aban no akohoma sika afia yekosim ebeba ne no ene okọ takra dijom ene one ma no one omu didi nkomo obusa wo mo ne ekoso omu kan kire no eti yentie interaction
from out to force
the way so economy why is stable in Canada man.
When you are doing one.
In the first year, I'm going 12 million. Say, I have a 550.
From my end.
12 million. 12. No, 12,000. Why is stable? Dollar no, I didn't know. One more dinner. Yes, wrong. One so
prices no nyame ne yɛ na ase first esi kyerɛ dey or do 10 cedis way since esi kyerɛ cap here 5 cedis
half
1 cap
it used to be 10 cedis
no about 5 cedis
cap margin cap
this cap
another
the cap yeah emo bag your cost do 1 million nkakra me since I kita 60 55 enyo and what kwaya do 1000 since I 5.8 esi chia abofo ma 5 nti nyama abofo moye oyefe kaka oyefe mo aba no yenyu aso papa mo ye no oyefe even for free SHS ya we bo so mpo wan gu mpo ono so ya ho ama sisi ekọ university first year no mpo oye free no so ya ho ama nti wa eduba do wa bi ya bese wanyama on se na mo fama na na yese
hello, what's that?
The young papa li bia yehu yete na yesra nyame no ma na honden no ntumi nyamo nse ne dam na mom ska no mbrafom ska no na mbrafom na bribia yete
abet ska dam na
oh ye ni se dollar ya no sefa no odu bebi no dem ka ye chesi na ye nsanka sisa nyame na adom ye papa be no ye nka no do mela no di ye on san so mbrafom kaka na eja ayen so ye tintin ye nyedan ye ntum nton ye nye bi hwa ye nyame nshira wo.
Thank you very much. and nam no bono wa ba fom kakra.
Yebusu. Yebusu this man ended it.
Ya bobo ama ya yama ketini ye na obi anso ofum akon. I had a temporary place but ya become on.
Atiera to forcing and Otigu Montinimo Takrade Jom na Ojo Chenkomo. Yana wafa Kumasi. Ato. So Gabitima for Habakwa. Because I had no one yana prices no. Ubeti sounds. The Takrade be or Moye Kobetima be fan Kumasi, so none ball from. Now Kubusa Kumasi Jom Dianwa. And I know na ye determinant. The other places said there. Tamale to me be funny ma ha koton na no form chain the Ukumasi. To would bra kejetia. Na bra race course ato. Now omo the price na ma how dey akoye budget. Na what the takra any other prices no je ho na ya wan hwe a wani su bebriu ato. Ye dey yakan o. Follow due process. Members of the minority caucus insist that the vetting of Chief Justice nominee Paul Bafoboni will not happen today until pending court issues have been decided.
Resume my seat by saying that my submission does not in any way seek a ruling from you. I am not seeking a ruling. I am rather seeking the indulgence of the majority leader who knows the rules to do the needful by withdrawing this aspect of the report that they are going to be vetted.
Okay. And now, the acting Chief Justice Paul Bafoboni faces the vetting committee of Parliament today at 11 a.m. and is strictly by invitation. The appointment committee says they are sitting to consider His Excellency President's nomination, Chief Justice Paul Bafoboni, as the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. Among minority, if he said, Niema Bebre, the SY Chief Justice, the Zambia court to me, to Omufisa also Mukano. And before the Papa we did. It's untrue that Kenoforiata had an interest in SML. Lawyer for SML, Cephas Buyu, refused the OSP's allegation in the GRA SML deal, calling them false and misleading. SML.
It is untrue that Kenoforiata has interest in SML. It's untrue. SML is an independent, it is wholly for Evans Edusei. It's wholly for him. And for a serious investigative organization like the OSP, you do not work with insinuations. You don't say it will appear as if it looks like. You don't work with that. Well, circumstantial evidence, but you see, you have to be, when you're piecing them together, you have to be careful. And then you don't come and run down the person like that.
Okay. Now, lawyers of us, Buyo Noa Bill, and I'll describe it, former Finance Minister Kenoforiata as a disservice to the company over his handling of the controversial revenue assurance contract.
Explain to you, if there's one person who has been a disservice to SML, it's Kenoforiata. Let me explain to you. If there's one person who has been a disservice to SML and its operation, it's Kenoforiata. Remember that this contract is a performance-based contract, okay? for 10 months. From the inception of SML, when they did the work, for 10 months, they were never paid. They were never paid. I mean, I can't begrudge Ken Oforiatta so much with that, because he also needed to be sure that it is delivering, SML is delivering what it says it is. So he had to. He made the Ghana Audit Service. They had to audit SML before first payment was done. Now let me tell you even the shocking one, this service to SML. Every equipment that SML brought in, Ken Oforiatta refused to give SML exemption. SML paid for it. This is a company that OSC is forcing down Ghanaians' throat that it belongs to Ken Oforiatta, or Ken has interest in it. So if he has interest, would he not just allow them to bring, give them exemptions so that the thing will go smoothly? Let's be careful. Let's be careful how we treat other Ghanaians. Evans Eduse also has blood running through his veins. Don't force what is not there to be there. Don't do that.
Okay. Call to the SML says it has submitted documents to the presidency and Attorney General to refute the OSP claims that its revenue assurance contract with the GRA lacked technical merit. They described the allegation as unfair, insisting the documents prove otherwise. Gentlemen, good morning once again. I hope you are all good. Good
morning.
I hope your weekend was good. You had an arrangement with you and you did not show up.
My Lord, I was.
You were also there.
Religiously embedded.
You were religiously embedded.
That is it.
You were religiously embedded.
Yeah,
and you did not also come to me or even make a call.
Mr. Speaker, respectfully, I think I sent you a late message too.
I have not seen any message on my phone.
I think that this is a computerized system.
You are warned.
The network was bad. Oh.
You are extremely cautioned.
As it pleases you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, shall say through with you.
Akota enkomo ya yedie me enche tiefo. President can send be Saturday no. One utumfo. About galamsey. Na Iraka say yaba bedru a pointer. Ohunu say galamsey no.
Abe mafia.
Abe mafia.
That's right.
And akonta the SEC recent days. Nyina idea dance asema Iraka no. And Rebecca last week mo no na say EPA boss. Ekwa dance area ho. Emma Obuase honomo omoba they were attacked to said
yeah.
Emma journalist bear 5 be prayer yes Omugu hospital a doctor session.
I think the GJ Ashanti president cry issue a statement on that Kofi Dumfe that's right.
Akota me the make say see o group be from Nemo so say Nemos good omo na yatase omo say omo nko no omo fight galamsey no akota there should be coordination ade na omo ye no galamsey na omo so omu tu ase no akota there should be coordination say EPA you coordinate with Nemos
yes
say Hanabisiu institution na
na ekoho
mo so mo coordinate with Nemos for no say even interior ministry one there should be coordination so tie EPA boss na oso omo call honom ekosehye se chamfan yo se de wie no and a national security for friend no say mo oba mo nyusu bekwai road no na onye safe enti omo call ya fact se si Cape Coast so say de honom sa fa kire baby e be pie encarry even in carry okro mo dodge no and as a car ne be crash wo mo esame
and Yahweh for the impunity with which a galamsey group bet me aqua attack
yes
government official Eho. Hwe anano ne ka military dey ya hwidie ma as ye didi agro. It was a total affront to the president.
Oh yes.
Say o mampani atikuo na emabunu bi any MP. Timika said damn the consequence. Yes. We would deal with military say nyedipa bi na be so mu a it have to take an imam.
Yes. To
come and tell people say munya dey imam na betia wo mo
soldier for ni free ho no
imam of a community
even imam no kra hwede omo ye ne car no glasses ni nyina omo bubo.
So today omampani timi set up a committee a group na timamufo timi sorry say what kind of impunity are we entertaining yaw
nti me yakota de mesre ne say ye ko enim no EPO say Hanabisi institution no said they wow make move bia to these galamsey areas in an attempt to say what say akota wo de kwa kutu galamsey as car no we ka we na
almost said that on the crash no
yes yes nyame nko na
ko be kwa mo
no mugu car we mu no
if this car was a car in the body eating pa
yes
asanti adene wo
is it in arrest me?
I don't know. We haven't heard anything. I'm so be crash we no mujane. So omo be say accident.
Yenchi
obia.
Why? Yenchi
driver no yes ade no omache no.
Yenchi obia o baby.
Journalists ko mu nyina ko bewu. Just like that.
Yes.
Hey,
wakra fie say
chala ehu.
Okwa adwuma bad na the next morning.
Na say tie kra no galamsey. Em say o kan bebre no anwe ya. You can be attacked. Yeah, one way or the other. Yeah, Abia, ye near Bria, ye Casano. When they feel said by our advocacy, no, ama affect you, ma. They can't even come and attack you. Contract killing and other things. I go in and know the young shutting up.
Oh yes.
And we sit there, we are saying that we are not in a state of emergency. Have mercy. Yeah, Casana men call.
Me akota the American say henceforth state institutions no move here. Omo engage name.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Omo engage military no. They should call for backup. Matisi yase ma mene call the soldier from the police from and na can ho na ode omo call. O call such an area. Now who feel say we EPA boss went to draw no no.
I should tell you that the EPA boss herself does not understand the intensity of what we are dealing with.
What these galamseyers, you know, capable of doing. At a time, so ya oma attack a whole name steamer. Akotomi soldier of 12. They be heavily armed. What the two? Say police officers two say soldier 2 can
the intensity of what is happening and what is happening. Now we need Boko Haram difference.
Yes. And I baby I keka kono so no. Me I don't blame boys no more yes no because so mo feel say your politicians no any omo ani ni ye omo ani ndukura ma omo 2016 elections sabre no Akufo-Addo President Akufo-Addo win we ya or the presidency better so near 2020 na ne ye elections no a amanfo ko gina galamsey site say mo de mo ntoma yen ye be mama ye omo fisa politicians no asa dada omo ache and akota yen kai ho so say this galamsey boys we mu no omo asoso na sebi alleged sponsor almost sponsor
alleged crowd they do
politicians CBO moko omo no moko gijiska moko omo no moko ekogije pickups moko no ekoje support mo support mo mo de ba be wini na makansam de gu omo som mo ba be dia de ni wie susu a omo susu no na masore etiaso eti kwambi su no omo susu mo you right but at least say the president cast a henceforth community be a over sorry so what attack state institution here they don't my president nyene na no kwa there should be a roadmap akunta and ni kwan say there two soldier for no and then the aba to EPA boss no one way ya going forward say ya na beye
voice of emergency
akunta say state of emergency ni ma
ya the moment you declare state of emergency
say
now
you are
the police the soldiers people we want you Ghana for So Sam Rantewi, Omanhene Ghana for state of emergency no omo 9 be enum omo 9 dot nku omo wa do omo wa shoot nipa be 5 as a 6 and na be nipa be 10 near do omo gugu hospital obi baba bi
weekend the nemos for no koche enkrofo you say mu 12 Nigerians and the rate at which are foreigners
Burkina Togo
Burkina base Nigerians Nigeria Saniama and yet
what is a Ghana near Burkina and Eko
Togo the police for 2 soldier for 2
yeah best me can say Asante what is here Burkina Ghana for be 2 goal
obede
what is a Togo haya nothing be Ghana near but Togo for no because we are porous and we are so weak
and the politics
we are so weak
say MPP ne be favor no no gina ha say NDC susu ne be favor
no ya proud to honor China for say Indians gold Pakistan gold afede ye ne neighbors na say ye nsuo na omu chrome no nim say ni chrome try be kuno asante ma minteo
o my me kakra me kan fa we oni say
hey yawo
my man no he didn't understand galamsey security and na de na wo ye no so no also di ka kwa manwan kwanta
e go stop it
you know e ma ko stop e nyama mu ye nyomu sasa na manya afiro na then the information had gone to omon kofo say this is what the woman is coming to and the or kwa bonta no kwa ye wono we EP environmentally say de wo ye no e fa and we don't need even to move to that place to know say environmentally they are almost cause a problem to us. So me no EPA ne Crawford say na man nyina say na yabo maka say omo ne we mu ye adwuma bom. We can't have separate teams I will be going there one after the other because I'm saying for the more we are coming there to visit them their notions I say we people big can from war. Say na man nyina ye nema so mu kan bi mfa so a on be kan etwa because the economy me can last week ni say hwidiem ye nchi obi a ebesi ne MP na man ye invite na kokor command banya MP na teto abo say sa cast no and nipa na yes ade ndie na de ye wo mo
be say asantu be kom na campaigns no party fo bi hu bom
and ye nche no two the course was and carry o say am go to me de kai that be na o ka say watimi adam ade a chi ne besi no carry ani ho ade bo wa mbaka na amsa mu say ase sabiye nyina sabiye nim nyansa ade bo mo ka abufu omo nchi obi ma yehu GJ president make sure say won't put pressure on the government say as soon as possible we need pan na de kan na kobo man kokokum wunu anum no yetimi fro ehu omo nie asotwi bia omo saka se be no krese ampa whether it was a contract or whatever say what they care about kokokum sentwefo asotwi bia say de ma na ye ho to ye because galamsey no I say ye say ye beko ye nko ase ye ko ye ko ne ye ball to kakra na akra mia no ade so wo sa na wo say environment enti ndie kakra me ka man me de budget na honorable to forcing e ko mpeso aso especially market ko no why ade me ji se mpempi ya na ete say ye say minister ne meka na budget na o mo make consultations with nipa event stakeholders ebia AGI ebia hwan Ghana Chamber of so by this time sending to the doorsteps of the ordinary Ghanaian there no and more input right now and most of them didn't complain. The only complaint I mean one of the videos who you say omo say no as sika any system kese na say abanish as say otua man for car definitely omo ne mebeto enema bo abafom kakra but Ghana for nema omo ye na ha no there are some nyeme bi ho a ema afom omo abeka na say pe case ke yetutu mu abani ka say ko hwan mo de 1 cd to super no deba fo ni bi sha say to e kakra to so ebesi na eba afom be na otwi su de omo miemo no din e na posifo be bo ama driver fo no case ka no omo dia amaji bo ampanifo aka no omanya de say gankan weekends no ebo be say 2-3 apa na omaja mabu na driver fo no meet fo no mo ye do mo pe enti sanya ma we niam wono be na famu die bad eba fom no enema ye namu no eno de ya ade a o se mo mani koso o ma me de me kan o pay afa minister budget o be kan na ya wade de ni mu ni se epiti say nursing say yes nyame adoma say this month ibeti omoka oma nurse for me kai wo mo say ye were 2021 to 2024 batch e wo fie omonye bi mfa wo a teacher for so nye bi mfa wo ya te say aban no be fa a police for ni nye soldier for ni all other security ni eye but say ye wo mabunu a omo atena fie oman ebe mfie nan omunya adwuma obekọ galamsey site o me kan che ne oman ebi ye nurses o mutifie omunya adwuma ye ne
ye no on tra so didi
and this abai has employ some of these nurses now omokra nipa omokofo mo so omokọ adwuma nkra so bete teacher fo bi wo ho ebi ye school fo mo university aye makwan ya omokọ galamsey ni bi enti no say ade abai me ni abra employ mabunu we nyina be boa ama enipa ko bedu me kebia munye nipa franco ye sa galamsey no ena nkokon ketenkete oman enye se nkokon ketenkete keke amanfo a mainstream poultry farm producers no so no abanyu no mo so we dey say 55,000 household by a weekend bia omo ye say penny say Boris B dey asifo no e dey na ye ya form omo dey produce in large scale na boama emaburo nya adwuma ye omo dey emaburo ye galamsey nya ye adwuma se koba se nkokon ketenkete se omo me galamsey nipa be se 50,000 put na gu galamsey sa nya Ghana ha na se nkokon ketenkete beti emaburo na adwuma ni bia ye eche omo kai ya won hwe be kakra won nipa nkonkon galamsey no
okay me da say ejako
boss my main das ya no pay na menchia ya tifo ahwefo no pay na fin so menchia se na men memo Godwin Asidiba TV3 ni abrantia ya judging overall journalist of the year last year so communal do BBC award no so no na win ya owo ha enu 20 member ti congratulations Godwin koswa na ye de wo ye na ma wonya recognition na nyame so ma ne han no endorse wo so ama me pese me hwe Ken Ofuriata issue ya ene SML phone so ababe kasa say why the service to them for 10 months na onyantua wo mo eka ene USP hon sense ma ne yenya hu bebia yaduri me ka the last time say me kan wo ha say post regime accountability no ebe koswa na they will play with their our intelligence sa we hu say nipa na be kwa follow ye ni a oye smart oye learned na judges for no so a penning come ne presentation tie because they learn a lot from these judges until when the judge is before them it interests them to listen to lawyers no more nti yanimra ye ho so no na ye postpone the case no enne adechie saa because obi gina ho a obi ku too low obi cite examples judge na pese oye curious to know and listen more to it nti no na ye de ko ha na ye de ko asa nti yanimra ye ho so no na nipa na exhausted years no na fi we free so na aban foforo ba obeti wa kwa file no le prosecute ni ato asem no ediagu ye ntehwi biem emfa ho eno na no bi bisa me ho say so education ankasa ye be before by say be solve problems said ya my na e be create problems said ya my why am I asking this question? Because these educated people now omomani various institutions so omo yeah it means say they are educated to come and solve issues, to come and put a stop to corruption, to come and make sure say galamsey say yensu say yensasi because they are educated into ombetna na fi omode education no they are best solutions to all of these no. But these educated people no omomani institution now they are finding ways and means to rob the country. They are finding ways and means to make sure say sika buffer baby kopie obi bottom. They are finding ways and means to say ombe dupi or minor ma or minor say ya born from na or no ni bottom ayema. It looks as if say education in this our side of the world it didn't come say a babe solve problem edi amaye but a say a babe create problem edi amaye. Because you don't understand say people with certificate one more institutions are kese ano no one more creative problems that the generation omodema or minor, it will take next generations or next generations no matter solve issue.
Okay.
Eti basa asefem ayrewo. Now you know kran so I want to say saintia sane mai etoto ye. Na galamsey fight your mind say or minor I think we are not ready. And biaya ya ye two galamsey no so the people there are also not ready say you perceive two side because if we are ready we have lot of instances so clear before us say wait there what's it to mean a gina so
that something was not wrong when he says that we look at it as a joke.
Absolutely.
He actually used the word that we take it as a joke, but it is no joke.
It is not.
You see, we talk about galamsey. Now you're sweeping under the carpet. No, you're caught.
Yeah.
Oh, the omuye ninja omu say you near the near cow. Now you're caught. Nothing concrete. Absolutely. Nothing concrete is being done.
Nothing.
It has become lip service now. Government is seen to be doing something, and the galamseyers are also seen to be acting up. It's according to say the real problem is not being solved.
Yes.
The politicians are fighting against themselves. Muka say, "Mu opposition, muka we." That is the opposition. Yes. The government says he's putting in measures.
Yeah.
The opposition is saying you are not doing anything. Anytime Ghana, yebeye bibia politics, it doesn't get solved.
Yes.
Anytime.
Yes. Yes.
Anytime. Ada Ghana for politician tiasi omu se free petrol so. On say deregulation by Asante. If it's that time oko politician be ntimi fa petrol nye de bi.
Yes. Yes.
Some me want to be see gallon motor ne say answer to atwa. Because odi no buy emfa. They see a Ghana for himself petrol nye na eto. Even though you took we don't have any power on it. Eti who dede akoda. Why can't we leave politics out of this galamsey say this is poison. Why any man poison our benum? Obianom, and yet we are drinking poison. And
but me you know the entire maker said the nation is not serious and they say by this time crowd no ebia we've done a lot of research about the effect of galamsey the ewura sasi no mo
na de o ma ye ni nyina eja ko ya ye
because say
money has money has taken over everything that we do in Ghana. Money has taken over. That is the bottom line. It is not about employment so much. No more power. And our bones, more than 2 billion. Okay. And then say bro, a bro kotokoso de bro has here. You see how I say, but I know about the Nyame the two teams. Omo at least. Oh, message. We should go now refugee. I say maybe press our court to that one bobo no. Ya bobo na we one day will say me should go. Anka.
Now boss as well.
And I say 4-2. And we went to Celta Vigo. Our boogie boys. We punish you one 4-2.
Munza Madrid na mfa.
Hey, Madrid is our two matches.
What they chira? Ye di
matches away.
Ye di ye fiasem.
And then as Liverpool for say they look to mo da break.
Liverpool Man City ship omo. And omo punish. As akwa to aye pana papem.
Na sakwa and slot to say one hwan.
Na they dey the slot. Na fe we dey. Remember the slot o be.
Woni ma dey ba come for Liverpool. Yeah. Liverpool coach, you want say intru win hu. Next time coach is win hu. Na Sakura for me no dwuma ya ade yi papa e bia omuni mo ntu omo
asem na wo kan ya MPP for no be ya
ya
e bia asem na wo kan no we be ko election ya ma for asem we by say Akufo adu tiri ho ne ba me tiri ho enye Sakura for me no
Man City ne o Sakura mienu ene ma Sakura sikia no ko ye
na ja asem na wo kan wo say Sakura for me wo bu ye leader sa ehu asema wo kan elections about for Sakura for me
Asante senya ho awo ka kosi
o ka kosi say
me football asa na me
na wasa say
I'm talking football
o ga gas ma fe de usuro